days. And I was like, wait, what, Slippy is a thing? Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, I learned about Slippy. I rediscovered Melee, learned about Slippy, and then watched Smash Summit 11 in the span of like a week.
Oh my gosh.
It was a great...
Such a journey.
It was a reintroduction for sure. Which is so funny now because you watch Smash Summit 11 back, and you're like,
Tony,
this
we were kidding. You don't actually need to take her soul.
Oh, he powers up by breaking spirits. But yeah, looking back on that set, it's like they're both playing like so nervous and sloppy, but it's so intensely hype. It doesn't even matter.
That's insane.
It's one of those goated sets.
No, I actually had somewhat of a similar journey where probably around 2012, 2013, I played Project M with a bunch of friends of mine.
Nice, I remember that.
And then the doc came out, I want to say around 2013, 2014, and I'm like, wow, Melee is sick. So I got a RAFnet controller adapter to use with netplay at the time, which, oh my God, netplay before Slippy was dog water.
I've heard dark and dismal legends of Anther's Ladder, and the fact that someone ever thought that giving a chat function to it was a good idea.
To some degree, I honestly kind of miss that aspect of it because, like, now with Slippy, like, there's just zero social aspect to it.
There's lull, there's bad connection.
Yeah,
there's too good.
There's just like, yeah.
You can communicate a lot of things with the Slippy quick replies. You just got to get a little creative.
You know what I mean, though. It's just like there's just like no actual like. It just feels like an online match.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Which, like, yeah, it is, but at the same time, it's just like...
ChefTony is feeling very feisty, and that is not helping this game.
The one cool thing with Answers Ladder is, like, you could play with somebody for an hour and, like, talk about, like, what you did wrong and what they did wrong, like, you know.
Well, I mean, we still got Discord. I do that every now and then.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and that aspect of it is still better with Slippy, of course, because rollback
was nice.
1,000 times better. But, yeah, and then I started going to locals shortly after that. I went to Tuck Fest almost every week for like 2 years.
That's where the phrase "don't park on the grass" came from, right?
That's what the legend says.
Okay, see, I am only familiar with
I'm pretty sure
legends.
"don't park on the grass" is like not exclusive to Tuck. The idea is that it's rainy here like all the time. If you park on the grass, you're going to mess up the grass with your car.
Mud, yeah.
But especially at Tuck, they wanted you to go up the giant, windy driveway instead of the grass that was on the opposite side of the house. Because basically there was like a hidden driveway that went up, and then there was a much more obvious driveway that was mostly for other houses. But some people would park on the grass over there, and the landlord hated it because it would tear up the grass.
The legend was born. Emily, making you some really nice ambiguous platform movement to trick up ChefTony and secure that up air for the kill. So it's looking solid, and ChefTony really just ripping a lot of dubious rests. Yeah.
It's like, I don't even need no setups. Setups are for pussies. I'm just gonna rip it.
Yeah. Oh, I had, you know, it always, that's the thing though, is, yeah, that's how it goes. And JP howling at the moon behind us.
Was that JP
yes,
doing the death scream behind us?
Yeah.
I was even doing friendlies earlier, and JP was just screaming something.
Oh yeah, he'll like,
dude, calm down. I can tell it's you from across the entire venue.
He will moan like he's being pegged in the middle of a game. Like it is the wildest thing. Like if that's your strategy to throw your opponents off, well played. It works.
Not looking great for Mayfly this game, but we will see. He's definitely ripping a lot fewer of the random rests.
Yeah. For those of you not too familiar with Washington's name, Mayfly's tag used to be Emily Hexadecimal, which is why I'm in the habit of calling her that.
I actually did not know that. No,
Right.
until
Platform tech chase
earlier
grab.
this year, I hadn't been to an in-person event since like 2017 or 2018.
Oh, welcome back to the fold.
I think EGR 10 was my first event back.
My first event in 2021 when I came back, yeah, this is looking rough, was a UW local where I ran into my round 1 and round 2 was Luigi, Master, and Rian.
Ugh.
Yeah. And so I'm like this plucked little Falco main. I got no idea what I'm doing.
You're like fresh off of like a 5-year hiatus.
I'm like, I practiced.
And it's just like,
I practiced short hop lasers for 20 minutes before the game, before the tournament. I'm like, yeah, I got this.
you're just like casually playing against like the second or third best Luigi to ever do it.
Oh, welcome back to Melee, bitch. Sit down. I'll see you in losers.
That reminds me of back, 10 years ago when I was learning Dota 2. The most popular guide in the world was "Welcome to Dota 2. You suck."
I remember that. I used to play a lot of Dota back when Dota was still good.
Hey,
I was actually
still good, in fact.
Oh man,
actually.
come on.
Trust. They've put out some wild updates in the past couple of years.
I
Trust
know.
me.
I just like it. The same thing happened to me with Dota as did Magic the Gathering. The game changed faster than I wanted to relearn it. And I just didn't want to have to keep up with a ridiculously moving metagame. Oh yeah, there's Magic. Okay, Magic's glory days ended in about 2008. Dota's glory days ended in about 2017, 2018. Or actually, I would say the 2 years,
still great.
the back-to-back OG wins were the best years that Dota ever had. But it's a different beast now.
Oh yeah.
But
I don't know about 2008 for Magic. I started playing Magic in 2013, 2014.
Yeah, I started playing Dota back in Warcraft 3, 6.49B. Obviously, a Bloodseeker main, as you do, as the shitters do. Oh, those are good days. But in terms of a different, better game, Super Smash Bros. Melee is what we're watching here. And they are running circles around each other, not committing, because this is game 3, and nobody wants to give up that stock.
Yep, I do believe this one is
we're standing
also
on
a best of
opposite
3.
platforms, throwing needles. Yeah, really just trying to convince each other to be the person to approach. Ooh. All right,
Each
Emily's
one
got
hoping
some
that
stuff
one
started.
hit's going to finally lead into more, but these characters are both so elusive, and these players are both so careful.
And they're both holding down. That's something I've noticed.
lot.
They are both holding down in the right places.
Unless there's a Peach in the match, like, holding down has become such a huge thing over the past few years.
It's true. Like that. It's so funny because like I really learned to play competitively after that innovation happened. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, of course, everybody holds down there, right?
Meanwhile, like, most of my competitive experience was when shield dropping was still hard to do.
Oh, I'm so
Like, UCF wasn't even universal.
I'm so blessed to be fobbed up in the year of our Lord 2024. It's truly amazing. Ooh, nice.
Oh my God,
nice
absolute
rest there.
call out.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a whiffed platform waveland too. Gave
That's
Tony.
I really thought he was
that's
about
not
to
gonna
go in for the double there.
Okay, that will do it.
I mean, he did go in for the double, just missed it.
I was gonna say that's not gonna get the tipper hitbox, but at 101 against Puff, it doesn't matter.
Not much
All
does
right.
at 101.
Let's
Not
see.
much doesn't kill Puff.
Yeah, Puff is constantly terrified. You know, you have a ridiculous character that breaks spirits, but the trade-off is anxiety.
Phantom. Actually, with no jump, that
There
might
you
have been
go.
really bad. But the
And that
Phantom
is it.
almost saved him.
ChefTony advances to the next round, and he will be playing against the winner of Dusky and P-Bag. It looks like P-Bag won that 2-0, so we're going to get a glorious Puff Ditto. everything Masahiro Sakurai ever dreamt of this game could be. The Jigglypuff Ditto. So
The single worst matchup in all of Melee.
you know what? The Puff players probably agree with you.
I don't know if that's worse than Puff Peach.
All right. What I'm just trying to think of like what the most cursed possible matchup in this game could be.
For me, it's probably like Samus Luigi or something.
That was kind of where my head was going. Yeah, where you like see the two like floaty, semi-floaty players camping each other from across the stage, and you're like, are they having fun? What's going on here? Luckily,